All right, I am dressed up. I got my tie on today, so I am going to be doing some more videos, and I'm going to be doing them more regularly now. My goal is to do a video once a week. That is going to be my goal. However, I just want to make sure I have good stuff to say. So what I'm going to be saying about this video is I've been watching some Sam Harris. I've been watching a lot of Alan Watts. If you haven't heard of Alan Watts, amazing. Leave here, Google him, and look up his stuff. He's got over 25 books. I am realizing that a lot of what he's saying, it's funny, as I learn about these people, I now understand the thought process of other people. Like I talk to Theoretical Bullshit, and he said, yeah, Alan Watts has influenced me a lot, and I could see now, I could see much more clearly where his ideas come from, because I thought his ideas were amazing. And Alan Watts has really shaped my mind, and it's kind of interesting that I've gone from, I almost want to say that I'm not an atheist anymore, and just for two reasons. Number one, which is just probably like an amazing proclamation, but the two reasons that I want to say. Number one, watching the Sam Harris video I said today is that I don't go around and call myself an a-dragonist or an anythingist against anything else. And I think by using the word atheist, what we are actually doing is putting ourselves, as Sam Harris says, where the theist says, well, you're an atheist, you either believe in God, so therefore we've taken on that name, oh, I'm an atheist, and what that does is it puts us in a category that an atheist isn't, my being an atheist is the same thing as if I have the same views, and I shouldn't be looked upon any different than if I said I am an flat earthist. But people, when I say atheist, they automatically assume certain things about me, that I'm a materialist, okay, or I believe in everything is stupid and it's just whatever. It's just chemicals. And so the point is that is not what atheists are. I said atheists can be Republicans, atheists can be Democrats, atheists could be anything. Libertarians, they could be flat earthists, they could be evolutionists, they could be non-evolutionist, they could not believe in evolution and be an atheist. You could believe in ghosts and be an atheist. So I don't want to call myself an atheist anymore, although I do not believe in God in the sense that that most people use the term God. I would say I'm probably closer to a pantheist at this point, but I don't, I haven't read enough about them to kind of put those views into place, but I do believe that there is an intelligence behind everything, and that I am a part of it. And you have to kind of listen to more Alan, to a lot of Alan Watts to kind of understand where I'm going right now, because Alan takes the two sides. Like, it's like you either have to get rid of the old fogey, he calls it the old fogey, the typical man in the sky watching everything, and that just doesn't work, that concept doesn't work. And so you go the other route, which is what I went, and I went down this mental path to being an atheist and saying, well, everything is, just science. And but even with science, there's problems. And obviously there's problems, but there is an underlying. There are things in science that don't explain. Like, we want to say everything is kind of stupid and it's just chemicals, and that's kind of, and not really science, but that's not, science doesn't really say that. It's more a materialist that says that everything is just chemical reactions, and I don't believe that either, because as I've learned with science, there's things that I don't get, like an atom. Okay, like when you think of an atom, you probably got an image of the protons and the nucleons, the electron going around in circles, and I always had a problem with chemistry because I couldn't visualize that. I was like, so how does when you think of water, it's a big oxygen and they show the two hydrogens, and I'm like, what is that? Like, how is that connected to other things? And if there's just a thing, an electron spinning around, how are these things connected? Like, what makes them connected? What's connecting them? And so I'm going to go through a whole bunch more videos about this kind of stuff. And so I don't really see myself as a materialist either. But the intelligence that I talk about, again, I'm not going to go into this video, but I don't think it's something outside of us. I don't think there's a being outside of us that is looking down and creating things and seeing stuff, and there's no man and God. It's just we are. And I wouldn't even say in my worldview, as we love to say, that there is the word God wouldn't really fit into what I believe the intelligence is, if that makes sense. And so we are the intelligence. We are a manifestation of the intelligence. We're all just one thing, and we grow. Everything grows. You know, the universe grew from a little nothing to big. You know, a big oak tree starts with a little seed. You know, everything grows. Everything comes from within, and that's and listening to Alan and where it comes in with science, and he kind of plays the two together, and he says, well, there's a third option, and I think a lot of atheists, I know me personally, we didn't know there was a third option. There was no, it's like, well, either I got to believe in, you know, stupid books from the Bronze Age, or I guess I'm an atheist, and we said atheist is as something, it means something, and it really doesn't. You can have a lot of different opinions and not be an atheist. So so I want to call myself a rationalist. I think that's a great, I don't know if there is a rationalist group, but I want to start doing, I might even change the channel to the rationalist channel. It's like, what do you believe and why do you believe it? And then we will look and see, you know, if we're going to believe the same thing based upon your evidence and based upon logic, based upon, you know, here's the evidence. And for my presuppositional friends out there, we're not going to be talking about knowledge, okay, we're going to talk about beliefs. And so, as I have to now preference as I talk, but we want to know, what do you believe and why do you believe it? And I want to go not just on religion, I want to go on, I want to talk about politics and the laws and the stupid laws we have. I want to talk about the Federal Reserve and our money system, which is just freaking arse backwards. I haven't talked about any of these things on this account, but I want to start talking about them. I want to talk about stupid steroids in sports. I think personally, I don't really care about them, you know. But I want to talk about issues. I want to talk about and it's why do you believe? What do you believe, and why do you believe it? And by the way, I want discussion. I want to change my mind. I feel very strongly about the things that I believe at this point because of the evidence that I have. But I would love for people to change my opinion. As I've changed my opinion many times, and I like changing my opinion, because when I change my opinion, it's based upon evidence that it has to overcome what I previously thought and the evidence that I previously had. So, and that's growth, that's knowledge, that's learning, and that's what I think people on my channel and my subscribers, the people who listen, would want to see too. So, the rationalist, I might even do some YouNows, or I used to be Blog TV, but Blog TV's done. I might do some YouNows and actually have a show. You know, I'm thinking of spending some time, you know, sharing some of these concepts and ideas, and I think you guys would be interested in hearing them. So, give me a thumbs up if you're interested in me doing these things. Share this information, and I'm going to start doing videos, you know, every week. And if you don't see a video this week, please send me an email and, you know, yell at me and get me going, as far as because I got a lot of stuff to share. I got a lot of thoughts. But check out the Sam Harris video, which I'm going to post somewhere down here, and definitely look up Alan Watts. I love that guy, even though he died, but he's kind of still here. Anyway, thank you, subscribers. Thank you for people, and I will talk to you soon, very soon, with a lot more videos.